Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Some Building Big with Jerm. How's everybody doing today? In the last episode, we came back out here to the Diorite Castle and reworked this gatehouse here and did a little bit of interior work up in the upstairs of this gatehouse. And I think it turned out pretty good. I think everybody seemed to like it quite a bit. But I've done a little bit of work off camera since the last episode, not much. I did a very short stream where we worked out a little bit of this side, a little bit of the other side. Still need to do the ceiling, of course, and do a little bit of decoration down here, but we got the basic layout done, except for on this side. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do over here just yet. Probably we'll do either a staircase leading up to here and going across, or we'll just do a wall here, have access to the upper tower right here, and then maybe you'll access this section here from this side over here. But yeah, again, not too sure exactly where I'm going with this just yet. That stuff that will probably still be worked out in a future stream, but just haven't had the time to do any live streams lately. But yeah, we worked out this little contraption here for lowering and raising the gate. I think it turned out pretty cool. I like it. But off camera, I've been doing quite a bit of texture pack work, and we'll probably see some of the textures later on today. But I just released it on the CurseForge page, so if you want to get that, head over there. Link will be in the description, of course, as always. And yeah, you can get it there. So one of the textures I've been working on is variants for the pumpkins and the jack-o'-lanterns, and I think they're looking really, really cool. I'm very happy with how they've turned out so far. I may end up adding some more in the future, but for now this is gonna be it. Yeah, pretty cool, I think. And since we're getting pretty close to Halloween, I'm just going around and putting some at the fronts of all these houses and buildings. And yeah, that's that. But today we are gonna head out here in front of the castle here, and we are gonna work on that bridge down there, I think. I also have plans for a future episode. I want to do some castle ruins here. In that last stream I had, I started tearing down this old section of the castle right here, and somebody suggested that I do some ruins in its place. So I think we're gonna be working on that in one of the next episodes. I may wait to build the actual ruins until we get some snapshots, just so we can maybe use some of the new stone blocks for that, but we may just go ahead and do it out of cobblestone and andesite, and then save the new stuff for new builds. But yeah, that's something we can look forward to in the future. I also think I might do something similar on this side. So my idea is kind of like these ruins are going to be parts of an old castle that was here before this castle was. I think that could be a pretty cool little lore bit for the world. But I'm not exactly sure how I would want to do it on this side. I never really had a good plan for what I wanted to do on this side. I just kind of dug out a opening here and then was going to build a bridge here, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore, so I don't know. We'll figure something out for that later on. But let's go ahead and take a look at where this bridge is going to be. So I've never really been a huge fan of how this old bridge I made looks. It looks very old Minecrafty, if that makes any sense. Like it was built a long time ago, which it was, obviously. So I want to get rid of this. I want to replace it with something better. I think a diagonal bridge would be pretty cool, and with how big it is, I think we could do some really cool details in it. And then I'm also wanting to kind of redo this village and expand it a little bit on this side, because I would like to get some crop fields for this village. We're not going to be doing this in today's episode, but I'd like to get some crop fields for this kingdom, so we can actually have like a source of the food that's feeding this area. So that's something that we can work on at some time in the future. And also, I've asked this in the past before, but I need a name. I need a name for this kingdom. I've gotten suggestions for it in the past, but I don't think we ever decided on anything, and I don't remember what any of the suggestions were now. So if you have any suggestions for this Diorite Castle and this kingdom around it, let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to have some. But I'm going to go ahead now and tear down this old bridge here and start working on this bridge in a time lapse. And we'll be back once I got that down. Whoops. Alright, we are back and there is the bridge. I think it turned out pretty good. Let's go ahead and hop down and take a look at it from the side. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm fairly happy with it. I'm probably gonna still make some changes to it over time because this curve here doesn't feel as smooth as I'd want it to feel. Let's go ahead and hop into a boat. Yeah, I don't know. Something just feels a little bit off about it. I can't quite figure out what it is yet. So I'll probably be making some changes to it over time, but for now, I think it's looking pretty good. So something I do want to do going forward is I want to terraform this up a little bit, bring back this, probably make this into like just a cliff instead of a hill going up, and then probably expand this village over here onto this side here. Because earlier I did mention I want to redo this village a little bit and expand it a little bit over this way. But I'm kind of thinking doing some stuff over here as well could be pretty cool. And of course, we'll probably have the road wrapping through here, connecting to this road over here. And I think I am going to have to kind of redo the road palette for this area. I think just cobblestone is a little bit boring. So that's something I'll get worked out at some point in the future. And we're going to be working on this village at some point in the future too. We're not going to be working on it today. Because we are going to actually head off now. We're going to head back to the Austrian village, and I want to do a little bit of terraforming and build up some farms out there. So I'll be back once we are out there and got some stuff together. Alright, we are back in the Austrian area. Man, it took me so long to find this place. This place is, I mean, it is very, very far away, and I don't have a path in the nether. So it took me way too long to find this place, but we are back. And I'm thinking what we're gonna do, we're probably gonna have a road coming through right about where that sugarcane is, out this way a little ways. And I'm gonna smooth out these hills a little bit and build up some hills. And we're gonna build up some farmland on those. We're gonna use potatoes, carrots, wheat, maybe even beetroot. Probably not. I don't think we have too much of that, but if we do have enough of that, then we'll probably use it. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now, we're going to jump into another time lapse. And we are going to, oh, by the way, here's one of the new wheat textures I've been working on. I think, well, I've changed up all the growth stages. And I think it's looking so good. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and gather up some materials for that. And we'll be back with another time lapse. And I'm going to be working on these crop fields. Alright, we're back, and here's what the farmland is looking like so far. I think it's looking really cool. It's still not grown all the way up, obviously. Still got a little ways to go, but I'm really liking it. And you get a good view of what the new crop textures look like in the pack. I may still edit. I'm kind of thinking about editing that green or the orange color on the carrots a little bit because it's a little bit bright, but I'm not sure just yet. But the beetroots are looking really cool. I'm really happy with how the wheat is looking. Oh, this is a really cool view right here. Looking over the wheat field with the sun setting in the background. I think what I'm gonna do is expand the fields quite a ways, and I want to have a house like right in the middle of all the fields. I think that would be pretty cool, so we can get a view of the sunset and sunrise off in the distance. And obviously still got a lot of the land that needs to be terraformed. Haven't gotten that finished yet. But I think that is going to have to do it for this episode, unfortunately. I think it's a little bit of a shorter one. I put a lot of time into this episode, but I think the episode is still going to be a little bit of a shorter one. So sorry about that. But we got some really good progress on both the Diorite Castle and this area here. I'm definitely going to be working more on this off camera. I'm really enjoying working on these crop fields. I think I need to figure out some sort of some way to grow a lot of these crops quickly without having to go and harvest all these fields. I may have to build one of those like 1-block farms if those are still possible. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. Oh, and by the way, I am releasing the texture pack, the new texture pack update with all the, well, I don't have anything on me, but it's got all the pumpkin variation, the new crop textures, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm forgetting. The new crimson color. Oh, I've been messing with the taiga colors again. So the spruce leaves are looking a little bit darker again, and the taiga actual ground. And the ground is feeling a little bit more like a cold biome again. So yeah, if you want that, link to the Discord or link to the CurseForge page will be in the description below, of course. And that should be updated by the time this episode comes out. If not, then hopefully same day. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.